Hello! My name is Anthony Salter, also known as Viridian from ViridianGames.com, and today's stream is going to be kind of lackluster, and I'm sorry. I've got lots of art to show, but it wasn't just because I got sick. I just bit off more than I could chew. I thought, well, you'll see. Okay. First things first, let's see, is there anything to talk about? Sorry about yesterday. Terribly sorry. Excuse me, good grief. Still having gastrointestinal unnaturalness. And I didn't realize until I was just about to start the stream that I didn't do last week's VOD and put it on YouTube either. I will do that ASAP. Also, I must apologize in advance. If the Oblivion remaster comes out tomorrow, next week may be kind of lean too. But I will do my best. I will do my best to resist. I can't... Why didn't they do Morrowind? It's so much smaller. If the whole point was to take an Elder Scrolls game and put it on Unreal Engine 5, Morrowind seems like it would have been the much better choice for that. Like doing a sort of vertical slice of what an Elder Scrolls game is. Anywho, I love Oblivion. I played it extensively. I don't love it as much as Skyrim or Morrowind, but I still love it. I think some of the quests in Oblivion are much more... They've got much more personality than a lot of the quests in Skyrim. Skyrim is... Oh, something needs doing. Go in a dungeon, fight bandits or Draugr. Get the Dragonstone. Fight bandits and Draugr. Get the Horn of Jurgen Windcaller, fight bandits and Draugr. Did you know? I didn't know this until this week. If you take the horn back to where you got the note from Delphine, and you put it on the pedestal where it belongs, you'll get a free dragon soul. I had no idea. Alright. But enough of that. Enough of... Okay, see... I call these go-away games. They're games that you can use to escape your reality. And I'm not gonna lie, we haven't had a good one in years. And it's not just Bethesda that makes great go-away games. First time chat. Evelyn Silas 22 says, "Hello, man." Hello, Evelyn Silas 22. Oh, I forgot to try to tweak my follow alert. I still have no idea if it's going to work or not. The odds are probably low. But I mean, one of the great things about the games is that they are so immersive. You really can just lose yourself and forget about everything else, and the Fallout games are the same way. And we haven't had a game like that in a long time. Starfield does not count. It just did not do it. The best thing about Starfield was the ship creator. That thing was awesome. But when it actually got to the gameplay, you know, you spend a lot of time automatically jumping from place to place to land and do a little Fallout 4 style gameplay, and then you get back in your ship and you jump to someplace else, and it's broken up too much. Yes, my energy level is good. I felt like patootie yesterday, and not good patootie either, bad patootie. Probably because I ate a bad patootie. But the Oblivion remake, you know, it's welcome because I haven't played Oblivion in a long time, and there's a whole bunch of stuff in that game that I have not done. While I feel like I've wrung out a lot of stuff from Morrowind and Skyrim, I still feel like I've done maybe a third to a half of what's in Oblivion, so there'll be lots of stuff. I mean, I've never even done Shivering Isles, and that was supposed to be amazing. My daughter played that DLC, and she was like, Dad, it was so good. So, you know, I'm going to have to do that. All right, let's see, what's next? I think that's everything I wanted to talk about. Game tonight is Syndicate Wars. We're going to get to that in a little bit. Day of the Tentacle tied, and some people have asked me, but Day of the Tentacle clearly won. How did it tie? And the answer is, I'm running the poll on my Patreon, Blue Sky, and Twitter, so I have to collate all the votes from everything, and then I find out who won. And this is the second time that it's been a tie, and so I'm going to have to play Syndicate Wars this week and Day of the Tentacle next week. I don't think y'all will mind, though, because they're two amazing games. Okay, so let's get into it. Let's show what I've been doing first. Oh. Okay. There's so much stuff here that's broke. It's absolutely broken. We got missing textures. We got missing. We got stuff offset. We redid how we categorized all of our models. Urant tackled that, and he did a great job. But, you know, sometimes file names get dropped or something like that. So this table has no texture, but the texture is there. It's just not pointing to the right texture anymore. It's all just busy work that we'll just have to fix. And it doesn't hurt anything, but it does make things look odd. And I'm sorry about that. Will I stream tomorrow? Probably not. I typically only stream once a week. Since I'm not working, I could probably stream twice a week, and I've actually been thinking about it. But I don't know. We'll just see. But no, I probably won't be streaming tomorrow. Sorry about that. Okay. All right. This is going to look stupid, but it works. So we're going to come over here and talk to Rudium, only it's not going to be Rudium. We're going to double click him. What the heck? Ah, why is that? Okay, this is, again, last week I presented this. Oh, these mountains are all broken. Later. This is Erethian. So you play the same game on upcoming stream, or are you trying something new? Oh, and Detective Cactus says hello. I will be playing Syndicate Wars tonight, and then my next stream will be this coming Sunday, and I'll play Day of the Tentacle then. That's how it goes. Sorry. I mean, I wouldn't mind, you know, just taking 90 minutes on Wednesday or sometime and playing retro games on stream. That wouldn't be bad. I may do that. But, okay. Last week I presented this, but it was merely the first 3 screens of it. Now, watch what happens. Conversation topics. Exodus. That being has become a passion of mine lately. Erethian's not a great guy. He lives on the Isle of Fire, and the reason I'm not using the real Erethian is because he doesn't appear until you actually get to the Isle of Fire, and then a script brings him into the game, and I can't find him before that, so I had to attach his script to somebody else. So Erethian is obsessed with mundane Minax and Exodus, especially Exodus. He is the one who is responsible for the Isle of Fire, which, if you'll recall, is where Exodus had his lair, or its lair, however you want to think about it. And at the end of Ultima 3, it sank beneath the waves. Now it's been resurrected. Okay. I found the entity known as Exodus was not truly destroyed. The interface between its two parts and the world was merely severed. So, as this DLC progresses, and it was a DLC, this is Forge of Virtue, you will prevent Exodus from being resurrected, and Erethian will eventually try to stop you. That's just how it be. But these all work. Detective Cactus says, "What are we coding up here? Looks like a retro-like game, like Ultima Online." Well, I'll take that as a compliment. This is my ongoing project. It's called Ultima 7 Revisited. It's a replacement engine for Ultima 7 that remakes the world into real 3D, shaves off some rough edges, and basically makes the game easier to play and get into, because it's an amazing game, but a lot of new players bounce off of it because of its irregularities. And so all we're trying to do here is take the original Ultima 7 and turn it into something that people will recognize. I mean, if you've played Baldur's Gate 3, or why does my brain do this? Basically, you will recognize the gameplay elements that game lifted from this game. And Larian has been completely open about how much they love this game and how much they would like to see it remade. And I can't completely remake it, but I can, zhuzh it up a little bit and see if I can, help people understand how awesome it is. Is it 3D or 2.5D? My friend, it is fully 3D. I used some programming magic to take a lot of the original sprites and turn them into 3D objects. Now the thing is, the reason I was able to do this is because Ultima 7 is a 3D game. It's just that back in 1991, when the game was being developed, 3D engines weren't a thing yet. They weren't fast enough yet. And so the game was presented using a 2D sprite-based top-down world. But the world itself was three-dimensional. It's 3072 tiles by 3072 tiles by 16 tiles high. And so we can do all of this. We can have... Oh, that table's completely borked. And not the good kind of borked, where a Scandinavian woman sings you beautiful songs with her amazing voice. The bad kind of borked, which means, where it's not working right. Can I fix this? There we go. How's that looking? Not great. I'm comparing the object to the bounding box, which is this purple box line. If you can see it, I'm not sure if it's showing up on stream. Just to come over a little bit, maybe one. And then down, maybe another one. Oh, that's close. Ah, there we go. Now it matches the bounding box. Actually, it's a little big for the bounding box. Let's just go ahead and center that. There we go. Now we can save that. Now the good news is we fixed every one of these tables in the world, because if you fix one, they all share the same dimensions and offsets. So when you fix one, you fix all of them, which is great. Evelyn Silas 22. I'm sorry. I don't have any interest in that right now. Sorry. Okay. Now, okay. As is usual. Oh, I got distracted. I always do that. I always get distracted. Not Peachtree says, welcome back. How goes the development? The development is going okay. It could have been better, but it's going okay. Okay, as I mentioned last week, man, why does this have to build every time it runs? I need to fix that. As I mentioned last week, all of the use code in the game manages what things do when you interact with them. When you double click on something, a use code script runs that then does something. If it's a shopkeeper, it brings up the shopkeeper interface. If it's a regular NPC, it brings up the conversation tree. If it's a dog, it says woof. If it's a cat, it says meow. And then Shamano says, I hate cats. I don't know why he does that. Or maybe it's Dupre. One of them. So, if we go back into our conversation here, you can see that the conversation tree is now complete. If we talk about Exodus, he talks about the Isle of Fire, and then he talks about the 2 parts of Exodus, and now 2 parts is a new conversation topic we can have. One part of his psyche was taken by the gargoyles, and the other was the core, which still exists on the Isle of Fire. And, we've now added even more stuff to the conversation. You can click on any of these and get the information that you need, just like you could in the original Ultima. And this is being all done with a Lua script, Erethian.lua, which not only controls his conversation, which is this event 2, but it also controls how he moves around. Event O, because Erethian is blind, a lot of times he will have to go find a wall and walk along it in order to find wherever he's going. This script is a monster. Erethian is one of the biggest NPCs in Ultima 7, and that was one of the reasons why I picked this script to convert first. I am really happy with how it works. There's some placeholder stuff. It's going to be... there's still some functions that I need to write on the C++ side in order to get everything working. So, but in general, I'm really happy with how the Lua translation is coming along. And that was where I kind of ran into a roadblock, because I thought, what would be great? It would be amazing, and it would have been amazing if I could have done it. Let's translate all 1012 use code scripts to Lua and get them all attached, and then the game will be really, really interactive for the next stream. And I did not get them all converted. I did not get them all attached. In fact, I didn't get any of them attached except for Erethian. And that was a letdown for me, and it's a letdown for you guys too. I'm sorry, but we're just gonna keep plugging. I'm really happy with how the use code to Lua conversion is going. It seems like something. It seems like the right decision because it also means that anyone can come in here who knows Lua can come in here and make an edit or copy this and alter it to make a new character. And that is what I want. Ultima 7 wasn't made to be moddable, but its systems promote moddability, even if they weren't exposed that way. So modding it, is something that should definitely be possible. Detective Cactus says, oh, Detective Cactus says, I've been programming for 2 years, haven't made a good project yet. Really thought of making my own standard library in C, so I have everything I need. Well, okay, that's, everybody does that. Want to see mine? It's called Geist. And it's not one file. It's just a bunch of stuff that I use on all of my projects, and so I've abstracted them out. Not too much. Doing lots of abstraction leads to complexity, and complexity is bad. But, here's my logging system. Here's my GUI manager, so I can make GUIs in a standard manner. Here's my particle system, so I can, have particles spring out of things again in a standardized manner. And this is something that you're gonna end up doing, Detective Cactus. And while I think it's a good idea to do it, don't let it stop you from making a game. You can write an engine forever and refine it and refine it and refine it, but it's like the engine of a car. Yay, it's a great engine, but it's not in a car, so it doesn't go anywhere or do anything. So don't be afraid, to say, okay, I've got a couple things here, let's write a game to test them out, and just kind of iterate on that. First time chat, Romulo Liateo. I think that's right. I think that's the best I can do. I'm sorry. Romulo Liateo, or something like that. What is the process for generating the bounding boxes versus the objects? All of that stuff, like I said, Ultima 7 was a three-dimensional game from the beginning. So the data for each object has its bounding box in tiles, in width, height, and depth. So all I have to do is read that in from the original data file, and I can generate the bounding box just like it would have been in the original game. Of course, now it's in 3D and being drawn with wires and stuff, but the bounding box is the same. Why the objects are not generated in the AABBs automatically? Good question. The tweaking that you saw me do is because I have a bunch of people making a bunch of models for me, and while I'm asking them to put them all in OBJ or GLTF format, when I get them, they may not, some may be centered on the origin, some may have the origin at the top left, or something like that, and sometimes I have to tweak the model to get it back into the bounding box, just like you just saw. Okay. Detective Cactus says he wants to make his libraries portable. Hey, yes, absolutely, 100%. Okay, making your library portable isn't that hard. If you're using C or C++, as long as you stick to the standard libraries, everything will be fine. Now, if you're talking about writing your own graphics engine, sound engine, input, handling, because that's all going to be different on different platforms, I would strongly recommend that you not do that. I would strongly recommend you use one of the many existing game development, cross-platform game development libraries. And I think the three most popular ones are STL3. There we go. Simple Direct Media Layer. Version 3 has support for rendering 3D meshes, which STL2 did not. GLFW, which is a very simple, 2D, but OpenGL based, so you can do 3D under it if you really want to. Library that, again, input, graphics, sound. Don't try to write those yourself, especially not at this point in your career. That is my advice. These are the things that are different on different computers, and having a library that can go, okay, we're doing this on Windows versus, okay, we're doing this on Linux versus, okay, we're doing this on Mac OS, is a blessing. These are really, really good wheels. Don't reinvent them. Yours will be less round. And the third library that I wanted to mention, this is the one I'm actually using, is Raylib. I love Raylib. It's really easy to use. It's not perfect. Everybody on the project is running up into some problems with its model handling, because we're trying to do more and more complex stuff. But I mean, here you want to see how easy it is. You can look at all of these example programs and then run them in your browser. Like, oh look, here's mouse coordinates. Here's zooming in and out. And then you scroll down and here's all the code you need to do that. And it's not a lot of code. So I highly recommend that you use a library. It doesn't really matter which one. Whichever one looks good to you, just go with that. Okay? Don't let anybody go, oh, well, you should use this. Oh, well, you should use that. Use the one that works for you. Okay, enough of that rant. Okay, man, I'm just going to call you Romulo, okay? Because that's a cool name. Romulo, yeah. That explains a lot, thanks. Yes, all right, makes sense. I thought about using conditional compilation to implement all of these things. Let somebody else do that. If you want to make a game, let somebody else do that. Because if you don't, that's all you'll do. Oof. Oh, yeah, Romula mentioned Raylib. Yes. All right, I'm keeping these wheels. Oh, hang on a sec. All right, great. Thank you. That was my boy. Sorry about that. I've never seen these examples before. Are they compatible with WebAssembly or just written in JavaScript? They are, if I recall correctly, they are C++ examples that are then recompiled with Emscripten, which then allows them to run on the web as JavaScript programs, I think. I don't do a lot of web stuff. Sorry. Okay, so what were we doing? Okay, yes, now that we've talked about my failure to get everything organized this week, let's do some cool stuff and add some models. Once again, the artists are bailing me out. Okay. Home, working. Okay. These are the asset packs that the artists, Aiden, Urant, One Crash 007, and I think maybe our Star Realm as well, created to add to the game this week. And I actually meant to have them, done before the stream started so I could just show them off. But nope. So here's what we're going to do. We are going to open the 3D models folder. Oh, one second. What? All right. That's right. That's a Homer donut. Okay. Yeah, those are great. All right. Sorry about that. If you're not aware, he's autistic, and it's really hard to tell him, don't come in my room for 2 hours, because he'll get excited about something and then he'll, come in. He'll forget and come in. It's okay. Okay, candles. Apparently we have some candles. Oh, these are... Okay. Alright, I'm gonna have to rename these with lowercase to make them fit the... Actually, no, we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. Why would we do that? We're programmers. Let's program it. Here's what we're gonna do. Watch this. Grok, I've got a folder with a bunch of files, and I need to decapitalize the first letter. I'm in Linux Mint. How can I do that? I mean, yes, I could go and look at the man pages and study them for an hour, and then finally come up with something, but oh, look at this! Oh, a bash script that does exactly what I needed to do! Open a terminal. And that did it. Now they're all lowercase. Thanks, Grok. That's what AI is for, really. It's for doing busy work. It's for doing stuff that you know you could do, but you don't want to have to waste the time to do it. Just have Grok do it, or another AI like Claude or whoever. Okay, now we can add these. Redist, models, 3D models, paste into folder. Okay, these already exist because these are replacements that I think One Crash 007 did. So we are going to replace them. See. Now, unfortunately, I can't reload models on the fly. I have to restart the program. Hopefully that'll come later. Oh, more conversation. Also, where should I publish any of my games other than just having a repo on GitHub? I've never considered Steam an option since you have to spend $100 to publish a game. And let's be honest, I don't do things too sophisticated to be published on Steam, alright? You'd be surprised at the crap that is on Steam. And $100, the $100 fee is just to keep people from, dumping hundreds of asset flips on the platform. If you believe in your game, oh crud! If you believe in your game, then save up the $100 if you can. But itch.io is a good Oh, C. Gromulo. Has he spoken before? Is C. Romulo? Now the material and OBJ references will probably be broken again for the replaced files. He is absolutely correct. That is why it's not working. GabeFX is also known as your rant. He is one of the volunteer artists on the project. He is amazing. Every time he does something, and I think he's got something. I've got something of his to show tonight. Need our prefixes. Let me move this over here so I can show you guys what I'm doing. We're just fixing up some file names. I do not want to disparage artists, especially the ones that have where's the rename? Elected to spend their time working on my stupid little project. But I will say that that's the material file, isn't it? Yeah. I will say that artists... oh God, how can I say this diplomatically? They don't seem to be as number-oriented as us programmers. And, it's because they don't have to be. They're artists. It's us that are supposed to be number-oriented. I remember reading a story a long time ago about an artist who was commissioned to do a bunch of textures. And was told to make them all 128 by 128. And when he gave them the disc with the textures on it, because this is back in DOS days, they were all 127 by 127 pixels. And if you don't know why that's bad, it's because OpenGL textures need to be a power of 2, or else at least they used to be. I think it's a little more flexible than that, but they need to be a power of 2, so they have to be 128 by 128. It can't load, or it couldn't load 127 by 127 texture, and the artist was like, I don't do numbers. So, all right, let's see if this is any better. Tales from the Pixel Mines. What are we doing? Oh, wrong folder. Wrong folder. Alright, we're going to replace them again. See if we can load them now. What build system do you use? I've been using bash scripts for all my career so far. I've used makefiles a few times, but they feel counterintuitive, at least for me. I'm using makefile because I am building Lua from source. And so, you know, Lua uses a makefile to build itself. So using a makefile for my stuff that calls that makefile made kind of sense. I also do not do makefiles a lot. But yeah, it's makefiles. It's not bash scripts, I'm sorry. Come on, load. Come on, load. Poop! File path. Candle 338. .mtl. Okay, where is this? What's my call stack here? Call stack is get loading. Okay, so it's just loading the model. It's not the file name isn't coming from. Oh, good grief. Oh, do I have dupes now? I think I do. Yeah, I should not have candle 9, I should just have candle 09. That was 338.7. There. Linux is ticky. But it keeps you on the straight and narrow. 338.09. Is there a 338.9? Yes, there is. Go away. Thank you. Alright, let's see if that works now. We're in the process of transitioning to unifying how all the names of our models and objects are supposed to be. There's going to be some pain points. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Maybe it won't be fine. 338.10? I know that's in there. 338.10.obj. Candle underscore 338 by 10.mtl. Oh, okay. This is why I should have done it before the stream started. One crash, I'm sorry, but I think. Well, let's see if I can just fix it up here. Okay, here's what's happening. Not Blender. Oh, right, I haven't installed, I just downloaded it. Here we go. General. Go wait. let's see, which one was it? Candle 33810. Just forget you have to import. I know just enough Blender to be very, very dangerous. Bose. 7 revisited. Redist. Models. 3D models. It was candle 338 cross 10. Okay, there it is. Alright, now let's see. Edit mode. Select everything. Face. Triangulate faces. There we go. Alright, now we're going to export this as a wave. Front. Going to go back to... Why I want to remember what folder I'm in. And it isn't a Linux thing. It does the same thing on Windows. Handle 338 cross 10.obj. Export wavefront. Now we were going to have to fix the... No, the material looks fine. Oh, the material file is probably messed up now. Okay, that might be okay. Let's see if... Get back into the game now. Oh, thank you, Detective Cactus. 1:48 a.m. here in Europe, so yeah, get some sleep. Nobody gets enough sleep, except babies, because they sleep whenever they want. They don't care. Oh, I wanted to show something off here. People have asked how I like my coffee, and the answer is lots of cream, lots of sugar, and from the skull of Arthas. Speaking of Arthas, I'll poo. Yes, Arthas is poo, but that wasn't what I was going to what I was going to say. Okay, this isn't happening. Is it still? Yeah, it doesn't like the... There are still too many faces on some of the... Alright. Let's get GUI and revert those changes. I'm sorry, one crash. I should have worked this all out beforehand. CD repo /U7. Get GUI. Alright, let's revert these changes. Yes, you may delete the files. There we go. Now hopefully it'll load. If not, we may be moving to Syndicate Wars earlier than I thought. Wow, it's already been an hour. Good grief. It's just something about the SNES. Its music was so distinctive. It had a wonderful sound font, but it also had PCM support, so you could effectively do very basic tracker stuff. Okay, I think we did it. Yes, we're back in. Yay! Thank goodness. All right. Well, that was a bust. I'm sorry. Let's move on. Okay. Now we're going to add Aiden's crate, and he actually already did this. And again, this is an update to an existing file. So let's see if we can get this in here. Okay, I think these need to be these need to be renamed again. Uh, crate 004 cross 00. (804). Crate underscore 804. Rename originals. Yep, careful, the file names will be different again. Yep. Crate underscore 804 cross 00.bin. Rename crate 004.gltf. There we go. And the gltf file is looking for crate underscore 804.bin, so we'll fix that up here in the file. And where is the crate colors? Okay, that's different too, so rename. Root! Root, man, it is great to see you. Oh, whoa, we haven't talked in a while. Yes, this is my 3D engine. My 3D Ultima 7 engine. Give me just a second, and hopefully I'll be able to show it off. How's it going? Well, I lost my job recently, but other than that, you know, it's not too bad. My whole family is, nobody in my family is sick or destitute or anything like that. We just all, you know, got together and chatted for Easter. While it is a blow that I lost my job, I'm really hoping I'll be able to find something else soon. And I've got, I'm not in a financial bind right now. Let me put it that way. Crate 804. Ping. Well. All right, I'll do that. I'll do that after the stream. He said, on the first bit, hit me up. So how have you been, man? Oh yeah, yeah, it went great, except for me being sick. I gave myself food poisoning. Ate something I knew I shouldn't have. But it tasted good? That means it's fine, right? Yay! Just got off the phone with my old lady. Yep. Okay, let's see. That should do it. Let's see if it'll load. If you don't give yourself food poisoning during Easter dinner, you're doing it wrong. That's maybe not poisoning, but yeah, if you're not eating to super saturation, then you're doing something wrong. All right. Okay. I gotta ask, what's the Mediterranean diet? Okay, that worked. Now, let's check out some chests. The chests should be updated. Let's find some chests. Gargan's got lots of chests. Where's Gargan's? I don't see any chests. Oh dear. Have we made the chest disappear? Oh, no we didn't. Look at that. I'm not sure why. It's got that white outline. I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be black. Or brown. I love these crates, I really do, but they keep having odd little issues. These are from Aiden, and he's new, so, you know, forgive him anything that he might be, What did I just do? I did the wrong one, didn't I? Wrong axis. There we go. Now here's a weird thing. This crate hangs in the air. In the original engine, you couldn't see that it was hanging in the air, but it's hanging in the air. I'm gonna have to do something about that. I don't know what yet. Maybe I should use the original texture file. Maybe that texture file is wrong. Root, I got 3 or 4 of them on board. It's crazy. There's a lot of people. I mean, these 3D objects are really simple. The whole point is to make a simple shape that stands out and looks, you know, pixelated retro-ish. And there are a lot of artists who like to make art like that, apparently. So I've been attracting rather a lot of them. It's kind of crazy. More artists than coders. Okay, yeah, it looks like... let's go ahead and save what we've done here. Looks like the texture is incorrect. We didn't throw the old one away, did we? No, there's the old one. Wait, I think this is supposed to be the new one. I think I completely made everything worse by not using the correct file name, and it wouldn't be the first time that happened. Son of a gun. Typing away, and I didn't rename the rename one away because I moved the window. Create 804 cross 00. Not 804, not 904, 8. Type right, fingers. Okay, let's see what we got now. Landlord Root, who is a dear friend of mine, says, "This is a seriously awesome project. Thank you so much. I should have done it 10 years ago. I had the idea of taking the original graphics and turning them into 3D objects programmatically. I had that idea like years and years ago. I think ultimately, oh, I hate to say this, but I think ultimately I just had to wait until most of my kids were out and I had more time. Not that I don't love my kids. I adore them. Okay, this is going to be perfect now. You wait and see. Man, what is this track? It's fire. This music that we are listening to that is really good is from the Super Nintendo game of the Flintstones. Poor Christopher. Yep. Castodus is a first-time chatter and says, "What?" That's what it says. That's what it says on the relaxing SNES music video. It says that this is from the Flintstones. Yeah, I thought it was some sci-fi too. It's like sounds like some Star Ocean stuff. Okay, crates. Gotta fix these. They will get fixed, I promise. Oh! But this is something I did not get a chance to show off earlier. No, not you. Not that. Okay, yeah, that works and it's cool. Not you. You. Look at that! Real treasure chests! Courtesy of Urant, who did the locked version, and no, not Arsar Realm. One Crash 007, who did the unlocked version. Oh yeah, there's some banging tracks from the DOS era of gaming. I should find a good DOS era relaxing music thingy playlist. Okay, look at that! Oh, they're delicious now. Look at them. They look perfect. Ah! Here, let me show you the originals. Come on. There we go. Okay. This is an interactive map of the original Ultima 7. It has been so helpful. Excuse me. Now, I wish I could zoom in further, but it won't let me. But, I mean, look at them. They look so much alike. Oh, they're so nice. Good job, Aiden. Good job. Released a Raspberry Pi Pico demo today. A demo? Like a demo scene demo? With the audio and the visual and the shade blobs and all that stuff? Yeah, I didn't know Risk V was a thing on the Raspberry Pi Pico either. I love demos. I actually have a friend who was in Future Crew back in the 90s. I don't mean to, name drop, but I do. Oh, it's the Y. You wanted to go up, Anthony. It's the Y. Why? Because we like you. Okay, yeah. Again, over here on the map, this right here is the floating one. And you can't tell that it's floating looking straight down on it. But you can now, so I'm going to have to do something about that. Okay, let's look at some more. Let's see, where are there more chests? More chests. More chests, more chests, more chests. Yes, Gargan's house. Gargan. Gargan's, I should say Gargan's. Okay, this is his house, and this is his ship factory thing. Huh. Those do not look right. Oh no, okay, they line up with the wall correctly. They seem to be the right size. I think it's this bag that needs a little adjusting. Oh yeah, it's not anywhere near where it's supposed to be. Because there's another bag here, it's supposed to be on the table. Oh, and the table is wrong! Okay. Put it on the list of stuff to be fixed. But I think the crates are a success. Thank you, Aiden. Alright, what's next? Alright, it's 7:12 already. Good grave. Yeah, it's like a demo scene video. Oh! Okay, I gotta check that out. Download root. Can you drop a link in the chat? I will allow it. I will allow it. If cryo. If cryo. I was trying to get these stained glass windows to look right earlier. I thought it was a pallet shift or something like that, but I can't figure it out. I may have to look up some documentation. Anywho. Alright, now the crates look okay. Let's move on to... The Raspberry Pi has an analog to digital converter. Okay, I gotta check this out. This is too cool for school. Alright, your rant, I hope you're still here because I'm about to do your boxes. Copy. Paste into folder. Sealed box. And unsealed box. There we go. Alright. Your rant did the conversions. I'm hoping his file names are right. Let's find out. I'm working on the window meshes. Coming soon. Groovy. Have you implemented Gumps yet? Yes, I have. In a limited way. I'll show you here in a minute. Okay, let me make a note here. I shouldn't be building every time here because all I've done is change data, not the code. Okay, this sounds like Final Fantasy VII. Let's see what it's from. It's probably from I don't know, Animaniacs or something. Oh, no. No, okay. Okay, there we go. It's from a JRPG called Alcahest. So, you know, legit. in. Okay. Now, if you know anything about Ultima 7, you know that the box I'm about to fix up with your Rance model is the box that Batlin gives you as the test of trust, because the Fellowship relies on 3 principles: trust thy brother, unity, strive for unity, and worthiness precedes reward. Now you only have to think about those for 30 seconds before you realize how easily they would be abusable in the real world. Let's see, where is the box? Oh, there's one in the Fellowship Hall. Hang on. Here we go. There it is. Right next to the Fellowship candelabra. Done by 1 crash. Good job. Alright, we're going to change this to a mesh. And now, hang on, was this sealed or unsealed? It's sealed. Okay. Alright, let's go backwards, since it's unsealed. Wait. What's going on here? Why didn't it load? Models, 3D models. Now we have unsealed box with an OBJ extension. Was it just box or was it sealed box? Sealed box. Okay, so it's in under S and U. No, I actually got rid of that today. Now the now it will. Hey, here's the code right here. Now it will scan the entire directory using the STL's directory system, and any file that has an OBJ or GLTF extension will automatically be loaded. So model names.txt should not. Kinda. I can't hot patch it in that I can. Okay, I can change it in real time by changing the draw type from flat to model. But there's some things I still have to restart the game in order to do. All right. Mesh should be no. Unsealed should be right here between table and water trough. Why isn't it? All right, let's see if sealed loaded. Nope, sure didn't. I'm unhappy. I did copy it to the right place, right? Repos you said revisited Redist models, 3D models. Sealed box. I mean, there shouldn't even be a model names file in here, and there isn't. It has an OBJ extension. What could be wrong? What could be wrong? All right. Okay, let's just hit a breakpoint here and make sure that it's excuse me. Come on, come on, come on. Next time. Okay, well, in this case, it did have to rebuild because I changed the code. Okay, sealed box 798 XOO.obj. Okay, I think I know. The problem isn't in loading. Let's remove this. Object editor state. Wrong state. Shape editor state. Edit mesh GUI. I have made a horrible mistake. Okay, the only meshes that are showing up are meshes that are already being used and have been assigned to objects. That was a side effect of me getting rid of model names.txt, and I'm going to have to figure out how to fix it. But I've already been doing this for 90 minutes, and I promised some Syndicate Wars, and let's be honest, I start to get sleepy after 2 hours of streaming. There, I said it. So let's go ahead and do Syndicate Wars. Alright, let's pause your music. I really wanted this to be, you know, a stream where everything went right, and I showed off a bunch of stuff and wowed everybody, and I'm sorry that it didn't exactly turn out that way. Okay. Goodbye, Blenda. No, don't save. I don't care. There. Goodbye, Grok. I'm sure we'll speak again. Okay, now see, what I should do is to have it generate model names.txt on the fly. Yeah, okay, we need a list of all the models, and then we can apply a model that isn't already assigned to an object. That'll fix it. It'll be okay. All right, here we go. Okay, let's talk about Syndicate Wars. Syndicate Wars is one of my favorite games. As usual, you know, I don't tend to play games I don't like on this stream. Syndicate Wars is the sequel to Syndicate, and I can play a little bit of. I think I can play a little bit of Syndicate. I wasn't gonna do that, but you know, now that I'm thinking about it, I do have Syndicate in here, don't I? Syndicate Plus. There we go. Install. It'll take like 3 seconds because it's 34 megabytes, not gigabytes, megabytes. Do eat. And you're going to see why this is one of my favorite games, and you're going to see why this was a um, inspiration for what I'm doing now. Okay, this is the original Syndicate. It's this cyberpunk future, horrible world that's delicious to play in, as you'll see here in a second, with surprisingly good music and cutscene production. Hello? Hello? I'm waiting for... Oh, okay, here we go. Let's see. Sound off? Why do we want sound off? Check. Okay, Syndicate had a base game called Syndicate, and then a expansion pack called American Revolt. Um, Was I muted that whole time? Poop. Okay. Syndicate is a game set in the future where governments no longer exist and corporations have taken over everything. These corporations are constantly vying for power and territory, and one of the best ways for a corporation to hurt another corporation is to send an agent into their territory and subvert their population, destroy their weapons production, uh, basically uh, sneak around and do stuff to hurt them, and eventually you'll be able to take over their territory. Um, and the acquisition of an agent was what that was introductory cutscene was about. So let's go. Begin mission. Oh, brief. Okay, here's our briefing. Real, real simple. Um, we have an assassination target. We're gonna kill him. Let's go. We have 4 agents, and 2 of them are male and 2 of them are female. Game doesn't care. Let's see. Everybody's just got a pistol. That should be fine. Except we're just gonna play this. We're just gonna play this first mission real quick. Selected. Oh, how do I select multiples? Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay. Everybody get your gun out. You have to tell them to do that. Now, it's not a good idea sometimes to run around with a gun out, but, here we're not going to care. And we've got this radar that tells us where our target is. Now, we can go into these buildings, and you can see that we can even target someone in those buildings. Oh! Oh! Come on. Got him. Okay. You can go into these buildings, but you can't see your agents when you're inside the buildings. Units can get trapped behind a building, and you won't be able to see them. Just like that. If you've got your units split up, it can be difficult to control them well. So while this is a phenomenal game, set in a phenomenal setting, it's got rough edges that need chopping off. Oh, this cop. He thinks he's hard. Okay, we picked up his weapon. And I know that looks like a shotgun, it's just all 4 of my agents firing their pistols at the same place. Castidus says, need to go cook the dinner. Awesome stream, keep it up. I'll go check the Lua language, see if I can contribute. Yes, please do! Okay, I can't. Okay, fine. We win. We assassinated the guy. Welcome to the dawning of a new empire. This game was by Bullfrog, in case you didn't notice, by the Bullfrog logo. But this game is great but it's got some rough edges. So here comes Syndicate Wars. And I'm not going to talk over this intro because it's awesome.
The imminent merger of Yamaguchi and Gel Data pushed Hexagon shares up 3.2 plummeted a further 9 points today with the announcement that disruption to polar links will continue. Metal solutions are already a
Good morning, Stephen. Congratulations on your promotion. Welcome to Utopia Today. I am Detroit AI, and this is Utopia Level 9. Have a profitable day, Executive.
Do not be afraid. This is the way of the new epoch. You all right, sir?
Unidentified code execution. Fail-safes locked out. Utopia
Come.
bandwidth jammed.
Let us give to the cataclysm.
We're losing him.
Move along. Keep moving.
Objective acquired. Massive EMP registering in Sector G2. Cultists on scanner and closing. Targets in LOS. Request order update. Destroy. No, we've definitely lost him.
I love it so much. This is set in the future. Eurocorp has basically won. They control the entire world, but a faction of scientists. Whoa, what? Weird. A faction of scientists that call themselves the Church of the New Epoch have been going around and breaking the mind control chips that everybody has in their heads. You saw in the intro that it made them see everything as a paradise, even though it was grimy and gritty. Um, and there are two campaigns here. You can play as Eurocorp, or you can play as the Church of the New Epoch, and both campaigns are 50 goddamn missions long. This game is huge. It is difficult. My hat is off to anybody who beat this game, because I sure didn't. Okay, so we're gonna play as Eurocorp.
New mail has arrived.
Okay, Utopia chips are malfunctioning everywhere. Um, People are becoming what are called unguided, which means they're not doing what the AI is telling them to do anymore. Um, this is happening all over the world, so basically, Eurocorp's hold over the world has instantly been broken, and it's time to put everything back together again, if we can. All right, we're gonna do a little trick here. We have 4 agents. It doesn't matter who's who. Let's see, where's... Oh, there's... Okay, you do it here. Okay, all 4 agents have Uzis. We do not need 4 Uzis. So we can take this and sell it. So now only Agent 1 has an Uzi. Now, why are we doing this? Because we need money for body mods. Body level 1. 5,000. And if I recall correctly, I can get oh, he's already got a body. I can get full modification. When you get full modification, it starts to do the Terminator thing. Okay, you can see that the game is running really fast. This UE does not have a frame limiter, and it's because the game itself is extremely demanding. It really needed a DX4 100 to run in 640 by 480 mode. Let's see, can I do all 4 agents? That'd be cool. Every body mod you add makes your agent tougher. Oh, he's already got a body. He's also got legs, Anthony. Legs. Arms. Brain. Oh, almost. Well, when we get back, we'll upgrade him. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Okay. So. Oh. There we go. This is the briefing. This is our complex. This city block is ostensibly ours, but a lot of people have become unguided, and for some reason, they all do the same thing. They all dress like punks and dye their hair. You'll see. Um, and it's our job to eliminate them and take control of this city back. So, accept.
Initiating drone connection.
Oh, look. We can rotate the camera now. We can even set the camera higher or lower. And, that means that we won't get trapped behind objects. We can always rotate the camera around so that we can see what we're doing. Alright, we're going to select everybody.
Uzi.
Agent 3 is the only one with a weapon.
Move along.
I really wanted to get the keyboard mapper working so I could put the rotation on Q and E like I like it, but I could not get that working. Okay, now we can see on the radar, which is extremely good.
Keep moving.
Excuse me. That there's the unguided. Let's go eliminate him. Okay, now this 3D view runs in 640 by 480. Did we get him? Wait.
Keep moving.
Yeah, we got him. Okay. Okay, now watch this. Oh, look. Uzi. Now we have 2 agents with Uzis. All of these unguided carry Uzis, so I could sell all my Uzis knowing that I could just replace them with ones from unguided later. Alright, where's the other unguided? Here they are. Get back here. Oh, you think you're smart, huh? Oh, come on. There. Okay.
Uzi.
3 Uzis. That's better. Let's see, there's another one here. Oh! He's just randomly killing people. I will not allow that. That's my job. Alright, we got 4 Uzis. Okay, she's dead. She had an Uzi. We cannot carry any more Uzis. Every agent can only carry 1 of each weapon type, which is good. We have technically won the mission at this point. But let's just look around a bit. I mean, this environment that they've created is just so wonderfully cyberpunk. With the slopes and the faceless buildings and the dim lighting and everybody just wandering around. And of course, every one of these cities has a little nuke plant in it. Because how else are you going to power it? There's a lot of destructible environments here. I'm not sure if I can blow this up with just gunfire. Because it's just the first mission, we don't have a lot of stuff. We don't have good weapons yet. But you can blow up so much of the city, it's crazy in later missions. Oh, we can also go into buildings. We can still go into buildings. Okay, the game's making a liar out of me. You can go into buildings. I guess you just can't go into that one. Oh, there's something else I wanted to show you. Oh, this music is CD audio. You can put it in your CD player and listen to it, and I did exactly that.
Move along.
Oh! Okay, cops don't like it when I mean, I could avoid that by putting all my weapons away, which I guess I should do. I don't want to be gunning down cops. Alright, now...
Move along.
What the... Hey, man! I don't have any visible weapons. Don't be an ass. Alright, fine. Okay, there was something else I wanted to show you, and that is pressing F8. Ooh, look at this. It's running at 320 by 200 now. And as you can see, it's running much faster. It doesn't matter how many clock cycles I throw at this. I can't get the 640 by 480 view.
Do you want to see a living ocean game? Donate credits to project creation and receive regular updates from this exciting marine colony.
I've never heard her say that before. It runs at 320 by 200 for lower end machines. This runs really peppy. I love it. And it doesn't matter how many cycles I throw at the game in 640 by 480, it just won't run right. I mean, it won't run as well as it does here. And so I usually play the game in this mode, even though, you know, the bigger mode is prettier. But again, you can see why I love this game. Not only because I loved Syndicate, but also because, again, standing off those rough edges, being able to rotate the camera, being able to more easily control your agents, all of that stuff just to make it... Oh, let's see. I think one of these has a razor wire on her.
By a piece of prehistory, a vision born of the nightmare past, ghost in the shell.
Someone had razor wire on them. You have to find weapons in the world before you can research them. Oh! Well, look at you. Get 'em, boys. He's got the razor wire. There. Now I can research razor wire and make that something I can use for my own agents in later missions to lure people into traps, because that can be a very, very useful thing. I mean, these guys are tough. They've got lots of stuff, but you've only got 4 of them, and a lot of times you're going to be going up against dozens of enemies in a map. Alright, there was something else I wanted to show. Where was it? Where was it? Where was it? Here? Was this it?
Buy a piece of prehistory, a vision born of a nightmare past. Ghost in the Shell.
Okay, you heard him, Miss Jane, Ghost in the Shell. Maybe it only does it in 640 by mode. 640 mode. Oh, here we go. Okay, here we go. Bullfrog actually took the trailer for Ghost in the Shell, bit crushed it down to where it would fit into their engine, and then put it on put it on an in-game billboard. It doesn't get cooler than that. It doesn't get cooler than that. Okay, let's do mission 2. Excuse me, good grief. Mission complete.
Mission complete.
Again, amazing
New mail has
videos.
arrived.
All right. Now we can do R&D. We can research razor wire. Funding. Let's turn it on. Oh, I spent all my money. Oh, okay. You're gonna love this. I got so many calls when I was working the hint lines at Origin. People would say, "How do I make money in this game?" Because what what you're paid for missions is pitiful. And the answer is actually you rob banks. You rob banks in the cities that you send your agents to. You either find a high explosive, or you research high explosives and you give one to one of your agents. You go into the bank, you set down the high explosive, you run out, the high explosive goes off, the bank is destroyed and collapses in on itself, and it's just amazing animation. And then there's a bunch of briefcases left behind full of money. That's how that's how you make money in this game. It's crazy. All right. All right. Seek out members of the Church of the New Epoch and terminate them. Neutralize unguided. Let's do it. In Detroit.
Initiating drone connection.
I lived in Detroit. This is pretty much what it looks like.
Uzi.
Okay, this isn't our area, and you can see because we arrived on a train. This train station. So we are now infiltrating enemy territory, effectively. Hello, goodbye. You have anything good on him? Nope. There's another unguided over here. Get eyes on him. Her. Cake. Oh, Will. You want some too, huh? Here comes someone else who wants some. All right. No physical damage, just shield damage that will regenerate. Okay, eliminate zealots. That's going to be a little bit harder because they tend to have better weapons than Uzis. Oh, I got hit by a car. Getting hit by a car immediately takes your shield off. Okay, I'm sorry. It's like playing in molasses. I know it doesn't look as good, but I gotta switch back. I gotta switch back. I'm sorry. Drop anything interesting? Nope. Okay. More unguided this way. Yeah. Ooh! Motherfucker. I'm sorry. Oh God, I swore again. Oh!
Keep moving.
Well, I guess I'm finishing this with one agent. Hey, get off me. Because she had a hex, a high explosive, and she dropped it when she... Actually, I didn't hear the beep, so I'm not sure why it blew up. Okay, this is going to be really tough. Because we haven't even faced the zealots yet. Oh, all the slanted walls. It just says cyberpunk to me. Okay, how do we get into this complex? Oh, well. This has been blown up, so we can't walk in. Fortunately. Let's see. I need a parking lot. Here we go. Okay, you can hijack any car that doesn't already have an occupant in it. So now... Oops. Get in. There we go. This is how we get into the complex, since the bridge was blown up. Where's the complex? It's up here, isn't it? Yeah, here we go. Okay, that was a high explosive. The what? Lets you know that that's what that was. Whoa, what the heck? There's a bunch of dead cultists here. Who's setting these? Oh, whoa! Oh, no. Get wrecked. No, I said get wrecked, and I meant it. Ugh. Ooh, hurt. Oh, right. Their guns are built into their shoulder pads, so you cannot pick up their weapons. Very annoying. Very annoying. Okay, that was all of the cultists in this area. I don't suppose we can... We're just gonna... Okay, a lot of these were killed by the cops. Or the unguided. There we go. He's got a high explosive. Now I have a high explosive.
Uzi.
which means I have an absolute unbreakable duty to show you guys how high explosives work and how, you know, you can blow shit up in this game. Where's my car? Oh, there it is. Ooh, it's almost dead. Alright, let's just get across here and then let's get out, because if the car gets blown up, everybody in it dies automatically. Okay. Let's find a bank. Bank, bank, bank. Subway station, where we came in. You can tell that it's a bank because it's got... Is there one in this city? Oh no! Oh no! This is terrible, and I'll explain why in a minute. I'm probably about to die. Yep, I died. Okay. They had a Persuadertron. You see all these people following him around? Also, watch how the world keeps going even though I'm dead. And I can just keep watching everybody do their little thing. Remind you of something else? Okay, that da-da-da-da sound is them persuading people. And every time they persuade someone, their Persuadertron gets stronger. Eventually, they will be able to persuade punks and cops to fight along with them. If I had all 4 of my agents, I probably could have won because these guys go down with 1 bullet. And then I would have been able to get the Persuadertron. Okay, let's try it again. I am not in the mood for your bull pokey. Or your bull pokey. There, got her. Got him. And again, these punks are all unguided. They're all people who had their chips broken, like you saw that guy in the opening video. Now, the Church of the New Epoch is responsible for creating the unguided, but the Church of the New Epoch cannot control the unguided. They don't care about that anyway. All they want to do is bring chaos to Eurocorp. Oh, come on.
Judge Dredd. Chronicles of a crime wave society that minus time.
Alright, let's grab a... Oh, I like this one. It looks like a hover bike from Star Wars or something. Alright, where is that bridge we need to cross? It's not that one. That's the bridge out of town. And I love how you can look anywhere and you don't have to... You're not bound by where your units are. You're effectively flying a little intel drone over the city. Here we go. Okay, here come my boys. Boys. Chop out. Run, run, run. Run, 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 or you'll be well done. Yeah. Someone is blowing stuff up over here like a person who blows stuff up. Alright, where did I find that high explosive? It was on one of these guys back here, right? Oh! Who shot at me? Alright. Had the high explosive. I did not see it. It may have gone off already. That is unfortunate. Ah, well. Oh, there it is. Thank you. Hopefully we'll get to use it this time. Alright, where's our car? Or a car? Doesn't matter. Oh, I think our car blew up. Just doozies. Yeah, I think our car blew up. I think we pulled over and had to run away immediately. Okay. A lot of times, when you shoot at a car, its occupants will stop and get out, allowing you to kill them and steal the car, long before Grand Theft Auto. Why is this car just driving around the parking lot? I swear. Oh, okay, we can get out. Okay, good. Alright, let's find these zealots. Even with 4 units. Why is my tracker not tracking? Weird. Usually there's an expanding circle that leads me to my target. Why is it not on the screen now? Okay, let's scan for the zealots. There should be a big blob of yellow on the map. Eliminate zealots. It says eliminate zealots. Huh, that's weird. I don't see the zealot with the Persuadertron. There's the Persuadertron. Look at this. This is what's left after you blow up a building in this game. Ooh, that's... The Persuadertron is so useful, especially in later missions. Okay. There must be one zealot somewhere left. That I need to find so I can complete this task. Finish this mission. Zealots are usually bright white. Okay, I'm gonna hit F8 here and see if that gives me an indicator like it's supposed to. Eliminate zealots. Huh? Alright. Well, poopy doodle. Did the script break? I've literally never seen that happen before. Even if there's a zealot in a building, and you know they still couldn't solve the see your units inside buildings problem. This is the zealot compound. They had a huge fight here with okay. It looks like we're not going to be able to complete this mission, unfortunately. So, let's get back to doing what I was going to do previously and find a nice big building to blow up so I can show you the destruction. The destruction.
Keep moving.
None of these are sufficiently huge.
Move along. Move along. Lay down your Keep moving.
What's going on back here? Are these persuaded? Doesn't look like it. Persuaded show up as yellow on the map. That's still a cop car now if I want. Long before Grand Theft Auto. If there's a zealot in a car running around the city, I may never find him. Alright, so let's get back to... I don't see a bank anywhere. So why don't we just do one of these tall red buildings? Okay, here's how this works. Switch to the...
gas.
Oh, no, it's not the... Oh, it's KO gas. Okay.
Persuaded Tron.
Okay, now I can persuade people. So it's not the high explosive, it's the KO gas suit. Okay, let's turn everybody else's weapon off. I'm just gonna play around with the Persuadertron, and because the more of these you get, the stronger the Persuadertron gets. And eventually you'll be able to persuade cops. And at that point... Oh, poop! Everybody I persuaded just got run over by a car. Alright. Eliminate zealots. Where is this? Okay, I think we may have to... I think we may have to call it. That would have been a good one to blow up. Poison gas. I wanted to blow things up. I want a peanut. $20 can buy mini peanuts. What? Explain how. Oh. And one of the best things about the Persuadertron is after you persuade people, if they see a weapon on the ground, they'll pick it up. Okay. No cars with bright white dots in them. No bright white dots anywhere on the map. I think it broke. But I hope it demonstrated how much easier it is to play Syndicate Wars as opposed to Syndicate. And if someone wants to remake the original Syndicate like this, I'd be happy. All right. Okay, it's 8:20. I'm starvinating. While I didn't show off everything I wanted to, uh, you know, some we 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 had some laughs. Uh, some people dropped by that I like, and I'm really happy that they did. If Root, you're still here, I'm grateful. So, I think that's the stream. Love you all. Um, See y'all Sunday. Everything's gonna be okay.